Basically, my aim is always to set levels. It's not like I've never, the way I started this business, nothing was ever for the money.
Yeah.
I never ever said, I'm going to be rolling in cash, or I never dreamt about money. I never thought about money. All it was I've bought a business. I need to make this run. For me to make it run, I need to put my full effort in. And that's what we've been doing. And for me now, more than money is my reputation on the line, my name. So if...
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the CEOCAST. I'm your host Raheem, and today I'm here with the owner and CEO of Farmhouse Coventry, and I'll let him introduce himself.
How you doing, brother? Nice to meet you.
Good, bro.
My name is Waqas Mohammed, also known as, everyone knows me as Vic.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
As you can probably see on your plate on your Euros, Vic, innit?
WMV.
Yeah, there you go. So, for the people who don't know, not necessarily know what Farmhouse is, just tell us, what is it?
The Farmhouse, we're a restaurant.
Yeah.
We serve like English and Indian food, like a fusion kind of menu where we got the grill side, then we got the Indian side. We got like a big mocktail bar and stuff. But saying that, all right, fair enough, we're a restaurant. But it's more than a restaurant now. Over the years, we've been here like 13 years. Over the years now, it's become more of a brand.
Yeah.
So it's like FH. Everyone knows it. When you say FH to someone, they will automatically know
Farmhouse, yeah, literally. So that even like behind you, I don't know if you can see on the camera. But
FH behind us.
Yeah, FH. So how did it all come about then? Because you were saying, like you said, you've been open for 13 years now. Just to put in perspective, how old are you right now?
30 now. I started when I was 18.
18. So how did that all come about? How did you start at a young age? And
Basically when I was I'd done all my education and I'd done my A-levels and everything. So then it was a choice for me what route to take. Am I going to go to uni or am I going to start something up?
Yeah.
Then I thought, for me, like obviously I was good at my studies. I passed all my exams and I got all my grades.
Yeah.
However, I just thought, I want to make something of my life. I don't want to go to uni and then study again. And like, I'm not one of those guys who puts his head in books and stuff. So I was like, I'd rather start now than rather do a course and then go work for somebody and then build up my profile. I'd rather start now and
let it work up. Yeah.
Because I was always in a business background. Because my old man always had businesses and stuff like that. So I always knew what
always in hospitality or like just general?
No, it wasn't hospitality. My dad originally, he's like a chef. Like so he's always worked in like family restaurants and stuff as a chef and stuff like that. But then he's always had his own businesses now. Like he's had grocery shops and takeaways and pizza shops. He's always had multiple businesses.
Yeah.
So growing up, he always would take me with him to the places, and I'd just learn how business works and how to handle staff and stuff like that. So I always took a good interest in that. So I always wanted to spend time there. Yeah. That's why I thought I know that I'm good at something, so I wanted to do this.
So this is the first restaurant you opened?
Yeah, this is my first and only. Yeah. No, I opened another one after this.
Oh, after this?
Yeah, I did open another one. I opened, so in the first year of running this, it was like doing pretty well. And then I wanted, the name was going good and stuff, so I was confident enough to open another place up in Nottingham.
Yeah. What, another farmhouse?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
it was going good and stuff, but it was like my hands are spread here, like
too far apart. Yeah,
going Coventry, Nottingham, Birmingham. I was like, can't handle it. Maybe it was my age talking. I was only probably 18, 19 at the time.
Oh, so this is fairly recently after you opened the first one as well.
So that's when I thought, you know what, I can't do it. This is too much for me right now. I'm getting a headache here.
Buying more than you can chew, basically.
So I was trying to handle the stuff here, handle the stuff there, and obviously you have managers in place, but you have to be like the way I am. I'm hands-on myself. Yeah. So I wanted to, then I thought, after a year of running that place, I just thought, you know what, I'll keep my original Coventry one, and I got rid of the other one. And then it was like a big weight off my shoulders for that time. But now at this age, if you say to me, let's open another place here, there, wherever, I'm kind of ready for it. I'm ready for it because I know what to do now. Yeah,
because even right now, you're opening a Shisha Lounge upstairs, aren't you?
Yeah.
So how did that, why that decision? I know we've jumped, but we'll go back to it.
Yeah, so basically, our customers, you probably know already, like, there's local ones, like we get Birmingham, Leicester, and all the like Coventry crowd. Yeah. But now our customer base is widened out so far out to like Glasgow, London, Manchester,
people coming
basically
from all over the
UK.
Yeah.
And I talk to all my customers regular, so I was like, where you guys from, and have you travelled far, or where you heading back to?
Yeah.
So they tell me, and it's surprising sometimes, like, you think, no way, you guys travelled all that far
just to come to us.
To come here.
Yeah.
But then when they're here, they want to make an evening of it, so they want to eat. Then the most common question I get asked is, where can we go for a good smoke?
Yeah.
And like, I want to be confident to send them to a place where I know that they're going to get looked after like the way they did here.
Yeah.
But I wasn't confident in saying, I recommend this place, recommend that place that was local. So then I was thinking, like, I'm turning away too many people and like...
taking them elsewhere.
Then everyone used to, like, even if we're having a fag outside talking to customers, they're like, bro, you need a Shisha Lounge here. I'm like, yeah, don't worry. It's in the pipeline. Then one day, like, I think it was in lockdown when I decided, you know what, upstairs I'm going to do the Shisha Lounge. And then I got the builders in straight away.
Is it?
So, you know, the way I am, like, I have an idea at night. I try to make it work in the morning.
Yeah.
So, like, I went upstairs with the builders. I said, look, all these walls, I want it knocked out. I want the roof wall gone. And a few weeks later, it was more or less done.
You just want it done straight away, innit?
Yeah, but now it's coming to like an end of the project now. So hopefully around end of November, December time, it will be ready to launch. We'll have a proper like opening night and stuff like that.
And one thing we forgot to say, the main thing, what's the name of it?
What's the name?
Yeah.
That's the big reveal. The name, you know how long it took me to decide the name? It was mad. Like I even put suggestions on Instagram and everything like that. So we had loads of, even with some weird names, but I was like, nah, I'm not going. Like Purple Haze, and I'm like, what do you mean Purple Haze?
But it's like picking up loud back.
Yeah, it's crazy. But then I started looking into different languages. I wanted something snazzy, so the name I went for was Maison de Fumée.
Yeah, which
means House of Smoke in French.
That's sick.
Because the whole theme of the lounge is going to be prestige, classy, upmarket. Because everywhere I go, or any shisha lounges that are available now, they're too loud. Like, they're like DJ.
Too clubby-ish almost.
Yeah, like you're trying to talk to, like, if we're having a conversation now, you got the DJ pumping loud music in it. Yeah. I go personally to shisha to relax.
Yeah.
And be able to have a good chat with whoever I'm gone with.
And most of them in London especially, it's just like you have to text the person who's sitting next to you because
like
you can't hear
bang.
Yeah,
you can't hear them speaking. And then you got dark lights and blue lights and
discos and everything.
I don't, maybe some people like that theme, but it's not for me.
So the whole vibe for this is just to come and relax.
Yeah, you're going to come, have your food downstairs, then you can move upstairs to the Shisha Lounge, and it's going to be more of a relaxing atmosphere. Like, I'm even planning to put like a piano up there on Friday, Saturdays, have a live pianoist, background music. So you feel somewhere, you're sitting somewhere elegant, like you're in Mayfair or something like that.
Yeah, it's proper nice. Yeah, so we talked about how, you know, you came into business, how you wanted to, instead of going to uni, you can either go to uni or you can open up a business.
Yeah.
Why a restaurant?
You got to go into a field where you're confident, you know, you got a bit of knowledge or background, or you've got the right people around you. With me, I had my dad originally, he's a chef.
Yeah.
So I was confident that kitchen's covered. My uncles and family have run restaurants for over 30 years now.
So they all got experience.
So they all know. And part of me coming here, before I came here, like as the deal was going through for the building to take over and stuff, I was working in my uncle's restaurant. He was training me up.
Yeah.
So he was showing me everything. So I done literally, he goes, you have to start at the bottom. So I had to do all the cleaning, everything. So I knew what I was getting myself into.
Literally, like every single role was yours as well.
Yeah.
It was just sick.
It was a good experience for me. I mean, because I've never worked for anyone in my life. All I'd done was work with my dad, and I wouldn't class that as working for someone, because you're comfortable, like you know, dad, nothing can really happen. I can't get sacked because it's my dad.
Yeah.
But that was it. So I've never come from like working on the floor. So that for me was a good experience.
When you scared to open in a restaurant, because apparently there's a saying like most of the restaurants that open within the first year, they don't last. So wasn't you scared of that, especially at 18 years old?
To be honest with you, a lot of people said to us, man, you're going to fail. You're not capable of it. You're only kids yet. And how you buying such a big place? Or why don't you buy a small location? Or buy...
Was this your first place?
Yeah. And I'm the type of guy, when I want to do something, I like to do something properly. I don't want to start off small and
then build it up.
Then go, and then I want to start here and finish, like make sure it's done properly here.
Yeah.
And obviously, over 13 years now we've been here. You're still learning every day. You're still improving. You're still making decisions, and even you make wrong decisions, but you learn from them. You make properly. You can sit down and have a meeting with the managers and say, look, this is going forward. We need to go about it this way.
Yeah.
So it's good. I mean, alhamdulillah, like we've been blessed, man. It's good.
For sure. You can see that, man. You've been blessed. I mean, this place is immaculate. It's proper nice. I didn't, obviously I haven't been here before. So when I turned up, I was thinking, wow, especially the water fountain that you got outside. It makes you feel like
that's the
you're
new
abroad.
feature outside.
Yeah.
So like, that's what I'm saying. Like I'll never have a rest on this place. Like, I'll never say, oh, it's complete.
Yeah.
I still want to do this and this. I've still got loads of stuff in the pipeline. I want to change things constantly. I'll get bored easily. So, like, even though I'm speaking to you, the room we're sitting in now, where I'm looking at changing the whole interior on this room, I want to make it. I've got a designer coming in. We're gonna go for a different room.
Because this is the VIP room as well, isn't it? Yeah. So I mean, it's already nice as it is. Why would you want to change it?
I always want I want it to be a wow factor. I don't want it to be standard. I want it to people to say, "Yo."
When you walk in, you want to know you're VIP, basically.
Basically my aim is always to set levels. It's not like I've never, the way I started this business, nothing was ever for the money.
Yeah.
I never ever said, I'm gonna be rolling in cash, or I never dreamt about money. I never thought about money. All it was I've bought a business. I need to make this run. For me to make it run, I need to put my full effort in. And that's what we've been doing. And for me now, more than money is my reputation on the line, my name. So if Farmhouse was to go back and get bad reviews, or like the brand was to say, FH is like, it's all hype. It's not, I want to live up to the hype. I want to make sure people say, if I'm walking on the road, I want to be able to show my face and not say, that's the owner of Farmhouse, is crap or whatever. I want them to say, bro, you got a nice restaurant.
Banging place, yeah.
Yeah.
And I can tell you, look, this on camera, I literally just had my meal. I ain't got any words for it. I'm literally speechless about it. It's banging. I had the Parmesan chicken.
Yeah, the Parmesan. Yeah.
And you had the...
Your friend had the Bombay Bad Boy.
Bombay Bad Boy. So when you lot come here, make sure you order that on that side, on the right hand side of the menu. Just go look right there. That's
in the favourites.
Yeah, in the favourites that you are. So I've got a question, yeah. So you said you're always hands-on. You've always had every single role. Obviously, how does that make a difference between someone who doesn't do that? So people... Like, there might be someone young watching this right now thinking, I want to open my own restaurant. Yeah. But then literally hires a manager, do it all yourself.
Maybe if you own if you own offices, or, I don't know, some other type of business, it allows you to sit in the office or work from home or on the laptop or whatever.
Yeah.
But when you're in the hospitality industry, you have to be hands-on. You have to get involved. You have to work with the staff. You have to know your customers, go over, build a rapport with them. You need to say to them, get to know who you are, make your regulars. That's what we done at the start. Like, we used to know everybody by name. Yeah. It's like when they come in, how you doing, John? How you doing, Paul? Stuff like that. So they feel comfortable. Like, they know they got a familiar face to come to, so they know that, let's go Farmhouse, we'll go see Vic. Stuff like that. And they know that they won't get turned away because Vic's there and he'll manage to squeeze them in somewhere and he'll get them a table. So you have to build that relationship, give the customers confidence.
Be a lot more hands-on, isn't it?
Yeah, and staff will work for you properly and even better when they know that the owner's there. The owner's taking passion in what he does. He takes pride in what he does. So the staff will basically lead by example.
It's like motivating them as well, because then they can build a relationship with you, because not a lot of people see the actual boss or the owner of the restaurant and stuff like that. They just see the person in charge. And
they appreciate that. Look, if they got busy, imagine now it's mad busy and the waiter's stuck taking an order, but on the other side, the other table needs clearing. Yeah. The waiter's going to be panicking. Instead of them panicking, I'll just go over, I know she's busy or he's busy. I'll go over, clear the table, and for the customers, it's a big thing. The boss just came over, cleared our place, and offered us desserts and stuff like that. So
making sure you have a good time, or they have a good time.
Good. And then you can obviously have a little quick conversation with them at the table. How was everything? And the feedback, what you're getting, is the kitchen are sending out good food or not.
Aside from the feedback, how do you think it's important that the actual owner is communicating with the customers? Like, what do you think that actually does for the business?
You know what it is? Like, if anything, they give you, their feedback is very, very important. For them to tell you something, if they're happy or they're not happy, you know what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong. So you know where to change and tweak things. And
Yeah,
like take suggestions on board in it. Like you have to know what the customers want, what they're coming for, because realistically, it's all about the customers.
Yeah.
So you can't. If I like something and the customer don't like it, it doesn't mean I'll carry on serving it. Forget me. I might not like it, but the customer likes it.
Good for business.
Yeah, definitely. You gotta like cater to the customer's needs.
Obviously, I don't really like talking about lockdown or coronavirus because that's just a negative issue that no one really wants to deal with. Yeah. But obviously, Corona happened, lockdown happened, restaurants had to be shut.
Yeah.
And I think that would have been the first time where you would have had to close your restaurant by force, isn't it?
Yeah, we never ever took a day off, like the only time we ever closed, like in all these years we've been open, was if we got snowed in and customers were going to cancel their reservations anyway.
Yeah.
So, and it was dangerous to come out and stuff like that. So that's the only days we closed on, and that's probably one day in the year where it got really bad snow. Yeah. That was it. Otherwise we never closed.
Oh yeah, up north was probably a lot more snow than London, yeah.
But
London's pathetic.
But yeah, coronavirus, people obviously see it as a negative. We had to obviously bring out the positive in it. So we never ever had the opportunity to close or anything like that. I don't see the opportunity, but when it comes to, I wanted to do so many things, bits and bobs, as in like refurb the place.
Yeah.
But you can't really do it because it's more than a overnight thing or a daytime thing. You're disturbing customers. So we're always thinking, when can we fit in like a 4 or 5 day gap where we can get this section
sorted?
Do
a whole room or something like that, yeah.
But when Corona came, I couldn't sit at home. I'm normally a hands-on guy. I'm always out and about. I'm always getting things done. So literally when lockdown happened, I was like, look, I'm going back to work. I need to get things done. And everyone was saying to me, why don't you relax, man? It's the only time to relax. I was like, nah, I need to get things done. So literally I got involved myself. I was done part of the building work and everything myself. Yeah. So I ripped the whole bar out and got everything freshly done. I had a good team with me though.
Yeah, so we're going to need to show you around the place as well later on in the video,
But we got it done within a week. We literally had everything there done ready. It's good.
So then what about like in terms of business? Because obviously there's no income coming in and there's loads of expenses. You still got to pay for your bills and everything.
So in my head, I was thinking, all right, now the business is closed. We're not getting any money in.
Yeah.
But I'm spending money. I'm spending more than I'm making. But then I thought I'd rather spend it now. And then when we reopen, we don't have to close and then lose money there again. Yeah. So it was worth it. It was good.
No, that's sick. So you were spending money. You probably spending money in petrol, gym.
I'll be honest. In lockdown, we spent probably a good just under 200 grand.
Seriously, what doing the place up?
Doing the whole place up. Yeah. And then we've done the water feature outside and stuff like that. So it all totaled up to about two, just over 2.
Now you don't have to answer this question, but in terms of obviously that's 200 grand going out of your pocket now. Yeah. Now that you opened up again, how long do you think it would be until like you make that back? Is it normally quick for restaurants or like in your situation?
With our restaurant, yeah. I mean, we're a busy place. I mean, it's packed out day and night.
Yeah.
So our turnovers are high. But I don't. You know what it is? I don't believe in like trying to make that money back. I believe in like, if you want to make money, you have to spend money anyway. So I always keep updating the place and refreshing it. I'm not one of those guys where I refurb my restaurant and say, this has got to run for the next 10 years and then we'll spend again once we made that money back. You just like, as you're making money, spend it and give your place a fresh look and keep the customers happy as well. Like the last thing you want to go in and sit in a tacky place. You don't want to you want to go. Otherwise, you'd rather order a takeaway and sit in a nice house.
Yeah, for sure.
That's why, I feel proud of the place, so that's why I have to spend money on it to make it.
Spend money on it. But even now, obviously restaurants have to close at 10 p.m. now as well, which is a bit of a piss take.
10 p.m. Yeah.
I personally don't understand the logic behind it.
It has. We normally used to take last orders at 11 anyway, so it's pushed us an hour back. So it's taken an hour off our trade. But the only problem we're facing is because a lot of customers, they want to cram in to that last hour, and it's hard to just get everyone in. And then I don't like turning people away, so trying my best to get turnovers and this and that. But our last hour till 9 o'clock, it's crazy busy. We have queues outside and everything, man.
Is
it? Madness.
Yeah, you can imagine as well. I mean, who wouldn't want to queue up here?
We get queues even on a Monday.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, like big queues as well.
Every single day, Mondays, and we give people buzzers or send them back to their cars because the waiting areas are full.
Yeah, and plus you've got to do the social distancing thing and all that stuff as well. Yeah.
Yeah, the social distancing stuff that's made it hard as well. you have to cut down seating and put those dividers in between tables and stuff like that. It's mad.
How many people would your restaurant normally seat right now?
It would have sat 220, 240 between that much. But right now, with all these measures in place, it's gone down to about 180, 190.
That's not that bad. Or is it bad?
Yeah, think about how much per head.
Yeah.
Then times that by how many times it gets turnover a day.
About 30 quid a head. Yeah.
And then it's not just one head per day. All them seats costing you money throughout the whole day.
Yeah, fair enough. Bloody hell. So around the area in Coventry, you got a lot of competition around here. Yeah. So how do you deal with that? I mean, competition's a big thing as well. You don't know who's taking your customers. You don't know what deals they've got going on there. How they're treating
competition, people. I mean, I like the fact that we've got, if there's other restaurants out there, like, it's a good thing for us. It's healthy to have competition anyway.
Yeah.
But like, as you all know, like, the food game, restaurant game, any food game, takeaway, whatever it is, it's a highly saturated market.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of, you can go eat anywhere.
Literally anywhere,
this is why I find it a good thing, because if I want people to go around and experience different places, so then once they experience here, like, they can see the different levels of food and service and atmosphere and stuff like that. So it's a good thing for us.
Yeah.
So then that's why when we know that what we're doing is good compared to other people, and to be fair, I wouldn't really say we've got a really, like, you know, when you say competition, I don't think that no one's a real threat to us, because we always, we're not really same as anybody else. We always, our place is unique. Like, when you're talking about the type of food we do, you can't really get our food anywhere else. I don't know where you can get fusion food like Punjabi lamb shanks, Indian fish and chips, Bombay bad boy steaks and stuff like that. Yeah. You can't do it. It's all original to us. So I've made all the menu myself. Me and my younger brother, we've created everything properly.
How old is your younger brother?
He's just a year younger than me.
Oh, is it? Okay, so you two are around the same age.
So me and him, by me and him being together in this business, it's made us like,
a lot
that's
stronger.
what's helped. Like, it wasn't like a one-man band thing. Me and him together, we stuck together and we've run this place, and that's how, like, otherwise I don't think I could do it on my own.
No?
I could, but I would struggle, because there's a lot of workload to take on your own.
Yeah.
But and obviously you need someone who you can trust and who's better than your brother.
Yeah.
So my brother we've stuck by each other all the way through, and alhamdulillah, it's good.
Throughout your whole life, innit, basically.
Yeah. But like, that's, my dad's always said to us, you two stick together, never break apart, and you'll be unbreakable. So that's
exactly what
we've always been brought up like that. We've always stuck by each other.
So is there any other business moves that you're planning to do? Obviously, you got the Shisha Lounge, you got Farmhouse. What's next? What's next for yourself? What's next for Farmhouse?
Over the years, as Farmhouse has been running, we've doing the Shisha Lounge and stuff like that. Business-wise, we've always been buying properties here and there, just putting them on rent and stuff like that. So property portfolio is quite good as well.
Yeah. Okay, so you're in the property game as well?
Yeah, my brother's been on Homes Under the Hammer. I'm not saying I'm a property tycoon or anything, but you know, when you see a good investment, you say, all right, that house on sale, just get that, put it on rent, and it's a way of securing your wealth,
income, isn't it? Yeah. Passive income as well. You don't really have to do much.
Because later on, properties go up, and that's it, really. It's a good investment.
Yeah, for sure. Let's get real here. I'm gonna get comfortable as well. Yeah. So earlier on in the not even before in the podcast. So earlier on when we were talking, you were saying how, you know, there's like, I'm not gonna say what, but there was quite a few rumors going around in Coventry and stuff like that. Yeah. Now, and obviously there's probably a lot of young people who look up to you, and then they don't know what's real, what's not yet. So how important is it for you to inspire the young generation to literally do whatever they want, as in, like, in terms of getting their head screwed on and business, man?
So my beginnings, I grew up, as you want to say, in the ends. Like, we had humble beginnings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I never grew up with a silver spoon or nothing like that. My dad was always working and stuff like that. So, but my community and like the society we're around now as well. Like I grew up, say, where people used to, it's so easy to get into the wrong crowd.
Yeah.
But I was always in, like, with the guys like my age, because that's what we felt comfortable with. We were always doing like messed up things, and I had my fair few scraps, and I hung around with the worst of the worst people. But over time, you know, as you grow up, your mind and everything changes.
Yeah.
So you think to yourself, what am I doing with my life? Like, am I going to carry on like this throughout when I'm 40 years old, 50 years old? Yeah. Am I going to be like just messing around here and there? I need to fix up. Yeah. But like, that's what I want to say to the youngsters. Like, it's so easy to be influenced by, I don't know, like a drug dealer guy because he's driving an Audi RS5 or something.
Yeah.
And he's got easy money. But they don't know what like real life is about. Like, you know, you need to be in a profession. You need to get a job. You need to fix yourself up. You need 100%. To like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, it's so hard to find the right crowd to hang around with. That's why a lot of youngsters probably struggle. And I mean, if I could do it, I don't know why anyone else can't. I mean, I'm not saying I was in the wrong crowd, but like, you know, like I never had a hard, like good support with me.
Yeah, no, a lot of people, especially in my area, like a lot of people get tagged along in the wrong crowds. Yeah. Not necessarily of their choice.
It's just a social circle, like, exactly, you know, like look at the schools and stuff, like what happened in school. No one really, in the school I went to, it wasn't about education properly. It was like, let's terrorize the teacher, and then after school, we're going to have a straightener in the fields and this and that. Or so-and-so's having a fight. And it was just that sort of stuff. But with me, I was blessed that my parents on Saturday, Sunday used to send me to tuition.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. So then that way I got my education from that side. So I done well in school. But then as I grew up, I just thought, you know what, this life is not like, I don't see a future in this place. Like, you know, with these people, and like half of them now maybe in prison. But then, like, I'm so happy that I've come away from it and I made something of myself and I'm on the right path.
And you've probably also met a lot more people more useful to you than people like that. No, I'm not going to say they're not useful, but you know what it is? Sometimes in life, you got to, for me anyway, you've got to realize who's actually bad for you in terms of they're going to drag you down, or who's going to actually elevate you as well.
No, you're right, man. Like, you know, you have to just think for yourself. You need to not be a follower. You need to actually think, is this the right decision for me? Maybe
you need to be selfish sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah, like maybe it's the right decision for so-and-so you hang around with, but do you want to live that same life, or do you want to do something better with your life? Do you want to have a respectful job, or like later on down the line you're going to have a family, kids, whatever? Do you want to bring your family and kids brought up in that environment, or do you want to have a nice different quality of life?
So back then, when I say, when you know your group of friends might have changed, did the old ones say anything?
I still speak to them. Yeah, like friends, like with me, I show everyone respect. It's not that
you don't really cut them off. It's just
it's not that I cut them off. They know that he's moved on, he's doing his thing, and that's it. Like, leave him to it. And if they choose to carry on doing what they're doing, hats off to them. Let them carry on, man. But that's their choice at the end of the day.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah.
But like the youngsters these days need someone to, you know, show them that it's possible. It's not, you don't always have to live that life. You can be something. You can make your family proud. You can do something with your life. You can, you know, build your future. It's not impossible. That's what they need to know. Like, you know, like, it's not. All right, it is hard. It's not going to be. It's not going to be easy.
Nothing's ever an easy road. Even when you have your business.
But life itself ain't easy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So you're going to have, like, if you're going to put your effort into something that's not worth it, you might as well put your effort into something that's going to make you something.
Yeah. What about the people who, like, for example, the same kids, let's just say they plan to open a business. Let's just say they plan to open the next farmhouse, for example, Yeah. But right now, they think that the only way to raise up the peas is by doing X, Y, Z.
XYZ.
Yeah. I'm guessing you know what I mean by that, innit? Yeah. So then what would you say to them sort of people? Like, how do you raise money for a business in an efficient way? Just to even kickstart it.
To be honest, I wouldn't recommend getting involved in that.
Yeah.
Because it's always going to come back and bite you. That's not the right way to do it. I mean, funding wise, stuff like that, maybe start yourself up, get a job and stuff, like maybe save a deposit up, or if you've got family who can support you financially and you can pay them back slowly, banks will provide you if you got a good business plan.
Yeah.
But then if you'd rather go to a bank than sell drugs, and because the bank ain't gonna turn around and shoot you, are they? Like someone else is gonna come back and say, "Yo, you owe me money," and then they got a hold on you. You'd rather go to the bank. You got nothing like to look over your shoulder with. You can just go run your business, and
even if you lose your money, at least you ain't losing your head, basically. Yeah, do you know what I mean? So it's basically simple like that.
You can't really you can't really mix something positive with the negative.
No, of course not. What do you mean?
Like, if you want to start up and leave that life behind, or, you know, and you want to be positive in your life, you don't want to be involved in that crowd.
Yeah. No, of course not. No. I mean, I wouldn't, like, for example, if I ever have kids, wouldn't
Yeah.
Try and get them out of that.
Yeah,
it's the same way with like smoking though. Once people start smoking, it starts off with, well, everyone I know, it starts off with being social smoker. You know, you just pull out a blem here and there. Yeah. Next thing you know, they're on it, and it's probably the same thing when it comes to like kids and their friendship circles and of like.
Yeah, you're influenced by it's the crowd, and it's like who your social circle is, peer pressure and everything.
Yeah, it's just so there's one thing I mentioned in that, and that was like, you know, nothing ever comes easy. Now, how's it been for you in terms of the success of Farmhouse?
I'll be honest with you, man. Blood, sweat, and tears. Honestly, nothing's come easy. We've put our hours in here. We've literally put effort in here. I've sacrificed so many things, like my social life and everything. Like friends would go on holidays and stuff like that. I wasn't part of them holidays because they offered me. I'm like, look, I need someone. I need to stay behind and look after my business. Even with family time, like. Family's been on holiday and they were like, come along, man, why don't you come? I'm like, who's going to be here? And then they've gone and
Is it more so the financial side of things, like, as in like you need to make the money or you need to save the money, or is it just the fact that you need to be here to run the business?
It's not about the money. You can, it's like, I worked so hard to build this name. I wouldn't just leave it for a week and
let someone else run it, yeah.
Like, even if they run it good, like, in my head, I won't be able to relax on holiday thinking, what's going on behind there? I can't turn off. I need to be here to, even if I'm not actually working maybe sometimes, or even if I'm just on site or I know I'm around, I know that before anything does go wrong, I'm here.
Yeah, things are still in your hand.
Yeah, because like this, obviously the place and the name obviously means a lot to me. So I wouldn't just let it go like that.
What do you think about franchising it?
Franchising is it's a question that's been asked.
Yeah,
but I'm not ready to answer.
Why is that? What's holding you back from opening or starting a franchise?
Imagine you built something now that's taken you years of sacrifice, everything and effort.
We were talking 13 years so far, aren't it?
Yeah, and you've come a long way with it. Then you just give it to somebody without, like, they don't know what's behind it.
Yeah, they don't know the name behind it. Yeah.
So if you just give someone. Imagine all right, we're based in Coventry. Imagine you give someone in London and they don't run it the same way as you do. If they run it a total different way, people are getting different experience. They might not like that experience. It might just bring the whole brand down.
It might tarnish the whole name, basically.
Definitely.
Yeah. After 13 years of building up, it might tarnish the whole name.
The way we work here is we give more of a personal service.
Yeah.
They probably give it more of a service where it's all textbook and whatever. But here's more personal service. So we actually treat people like family when they come here. We open the doors, greet people, shake their hands, and like, how you doing, brother? How you doing, sister? Whatever it is, but we make people feel more welcome here. So I don't know if they're going to be doing that down there. Yeah. Even though I'll tell them the structure of the business, how it should be run. Yeah,
but you still don't know. Once you're up here back in Coventry and they're back in London, you don't know what's going on back definitely. There.
But I reckon franchise-wise, this business is too complicated to make it into a franchise. Because everything's unique. You need like a more simple menu to do a franchise, so it's easy, it's idiot proof. You gotta, but here you need skilled staff, you need proper chefs, you need proper waiters, trained people. Like people have been with us for years. That's why they know the actual what the expectations are, what the standards are, and how to get the food out, and they know what the level of service is.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah, that's why this place is what it is today.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, has there ever been any doubts in your head thinking you can't run this anymore? Like,
so many times in not about running it, because so many times, like, there's been times where things get too much and you feel like just throwing the towel in.
Yeah.
But then you got to remember why you started off, how you started off, who you're doing it for, what you're doing. Then it just brings you back into it. And then religious part plays a big role. Like, I always think if God's with me, then there's no other help I need. So then that's all I need. Like, that's what keeps me going.
You said something, I'm going to follow up on it, yeah? Who are you doing it for? What is it you're doing it for? Why are you doing what you're doing?
Why?
Yeah.
Because you know what it is? As I've grown up, I spoke about my dad a bit, but I've seen my dad work endlessly, like night and day. He's been grafting like so many hours. And I've seen the struggle he's been through, and he's always done that for us because he's said, I don't want you guys to struggle. I want to be able to set you a platform up, and I want you guys to be successful. And, I want you to be on your feet. And I don't know how long I'm around for, but when I'm gone, I don't want to be gone leaving you guys in the mess or something. I want you to be comfortable in life. So then by me seeing that, it's inspired me to say, you know what, I don't want dad to work anymore. That's why I work for my family, so that my dad can relax now. We don't let my dad come into work. Or he can come in, pop in, whatever, have a look around. He can go boss anyone around. But the main thing is he can come in when he feel like coming in. He doesn't have to come in.
Yeah, doesn't have to be here.
Yeah.
So it's just making sure that your family are all
because he's at the age now. It's only about 50 odd, but he's at the age where he doesn't need to come in and work. He's more relaxed. He knows that his sons are got the place running. He's fine.
Taking care of things, isn't it? Yeah. So there's one thing I want to ask you, and that's basically, I saw it on a sign outside or something like that saying, food, drinks,
no alcohol on the premises.
No alcohol on the premises. But you were saying to me off camera earlier on that you originally used to sell alcohol.
Yeah.
And then you took it off the menu. Now, what's all that about? Like, how comes?
Yeah, when I took alcohol out, it was a big decision because we had a lot of customers who used to come in to wine and dine and whatever. But we had a lot of Asian customers who wouldn't feel comfortable bringing their families in. And even couples probably wouldn't feel comfortable because they're sitting next to people who are drinking and who are loud and stuff. So it just changes the whole vibe of the place. But the real reason that pushed us to take alcohol out was my grandma. She was on her deathbed. But throughout the whole time, she always says to us, take it out. I promise you're doing wrong and stuff, and just listen to me once. But then when she passed away, that's when I felt like a massive guilt in my heart. I was like, I never fulfilled one of her wishes and stuff. So on the same day, I just rang up the restaurant. I was like, yo, remove the alcohol. And then from then on, we took it out. And I honestly thought business will go down because I just thought,
alcohol's where the money is.
Yeah, I thought, there's too many people who come in, and then we disappointed a lot of people.
Yeah,
we lost a lot of customers, but the people who wouldn't come in, who had families and stuff, who maybe from a religious point of view, they used to come in, and then we got more busy. It's like a blessing in disguise. Like
I was just gonna say that, yeah.
It's there's more barakat in your place. Like there's people who you don't have full faith in Allah. Yeah. That's what you have to do. Especially with me, like this. All right, we work hard and stuff. We graft, but none of this would be possible if God doesn't allow it. That's how it is.
For sure, 100%. That's with anything. I say to everyone, everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, definitely.
So, regardless of what it is, it's a blessing in disguise.
But look, now, we're doing more sale than we done when we had alcohol.
Is it?
And the VIP room we built now that we're sitting in, this is extra seats.
Was this
This was the drinks room.
Oh, okay.
Where the barrels were kept and all the spirits.
Oh, so no seating in here, just like storage.
So we actually converted this room into a VIP room.
Yeah. Was this during lockdown?
Yeah, just before lockdown.
Okay.
My family weren't happy I was selling it because they were saying, look, it's haram. It's not halal for you. Like as a Muslim, you shouldn't be serving alcohol. And I understood that fully because I am, my family have brought us up to be a lot close to religion.
Yeah.
But like I said, at the time, I was thinking, the customers ain't going to want this and this and that. When she died, then we were like, look, I don't care about money or this and that. I don't care if the business goes down. Whatever it is, it's in Allah's hands. Allah's written it for us. If it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. We'll start something else.
Yeah. So
then we took that big risk to take everything out, and in a way, we feel now that we've been rewarded for that, whatever we've done. And I always be a firm believer of Allah's watching, and Allah's there to support you.
Yeah, of course, sure.
So then that's why now we've took alcohol out, and not even sometimes it takes a transition to build the business back up. It wasn't even a transition. As soon as alcohol was removed, it was like bang,
instantly
busy. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? And then ever since alcohol's gone, there's not been a single day where the restaurant's been quiet. Monday to Sunday is literally busy all the time. And you'll probably drive past other restaurants, so you've probably eaten in other restaurants on a Monday to maybe Thursday. They're quiet.
Yeah.
But this place is totally different, man. It's like
Every
packed
single
out
day.
every single day.
Yeah, so you lot.
And that's all because of like, you know, barakat in the business and like people's du'as and stuff like who have helped us and mom's prayers, everyone's prayers. So that's why you got to be a good person in life. Like you can't just think, yeah, I'm a businessman. You got to have people's prayers with you. You got to be kind to people. You got to like respect people, be humble, be
it's
nice
almost
to
like
them.
what goes around comes around, but in a good way as well.
Yeah, definitely.
So you give good to the people around you or anyone in general, it will come back to
Like
you.
if I've treated you nicely now, if you go back and say, yo, wish him the best.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna say, yeah, he's a nice guy, but fuck his business. You're gonna say something nice for me, and
Yeah,
like,
of course, yeah.
or if someone says anything bad towards me, you'll say, nah, you know, I've met that guy. He's a good guy. He look after us well. He's down to earth. He's a humble guy.
It's just like when I've met a couple of people for a podcast and everyone tells you like different opinions about them, good and bad, yeah. And then you meet the person and then you're just like, you don't know what you're talking about because he's one of the most genuine and nicest guys I've met.
That's the impression I think Instagram has set up for me, you know.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people before they meet me, they'd say, he's a stuck-up guy and this and that, but it's total opposite. I'm probably one of the most humble guys ever. Like, to me, money doesn't mean anything. I still hang around with people who got less than me. It doesn't matter what you got. Yeah. It's about who your friends are, who your circle is.
Who keeps it real with you.
Yeah, definitely.
Exactly that.
And like, you know, like they see cars and stuff like that. Cars and everything come after. It wasn't on my, it wasn't
on your bucket list sort of thing.
Yeah, it wasn't
always
like
in the aim.
I never opened this business saying, oh yeah, I'm going to drive a Ferrari one day. Obviously, with time, with business getting established, everything, then
stuff comes.
That comes when you're in a position ready to buy. But it wasn't on my priority list or nothing like that. Cars are there, but people probably see, he's driving a Lamborghini, he's doing this, he's doing that, and they probably think they don't know what's gone behind it though, like how I've got to that stage.
Yeah.
But like, even cars don't change me ever. Like, I can have a car outside or whatever, and customers say, can we see your car? Honestly, I don't even go outside with them to the car. Just give them the key. I'm like, yeah, have a look inside, and they take their pictures and rev it up or whatever, and then they bring the key back to me.
That's it.
They can rob it if they want, but that's the risk I just took, and it's mad.
Don't do that. Bro, you don't know. You might get someone watching this podcast thinking that's a sick idea. I'm going to bring some kid along.
I'm like, security's there.
Exactly, security's there.
I'm going to give you an empty tank anyway. You ain't getting far.
So then, back to the conversation about social media, what you were just saying is that people think whatever they might think of you, yeah?
Yeah.
So then what's your whole persona about on social media?
Social media.
You know what I'm trying to ask, kind of thing.
What my image is on social media.
What your image, what you believe that you're putting out, and then compared to what people think about you. Do you know?
To be honest, I'm not one of those guys who goes on social media and makes those funny videos and stuff. That's not my style. I can't do it.
Yeah, no,
so
same.
I'm one of the. If I put a picture up, I'll put a nice caption up with it or whatever. But that caption and picture might seem intimidating to somebody else and think, who does this guy think he is?
Yeah.
But I'm just writing a caption. It's only Instagram.
Deep,
it's not that deep. Relax. But people out there, like, you should see some of the comments. Oh, bro, this, that, you're not a bad man. I'm I've never said I was a bad man. I'm just
trying to be a bad man. Yeah.
But even my caption doesn't say I'm a bad man. I don't know why you took it that way. But I don't know. It's just one of them mad things. But social media is like, it's good in a way. It's a tool for business. Like, a lot of our customers have followed us through social my media, profile to the Farmhouse profile. So it's a bit of like a way they've navigated towards the Farmhouse. Yeah,
because you've got your social media and then you've got Farmhouse, yeah? So how has your own personal Instagram helped Farmhouse?
My personal Instagram, obviously, because I'll be uploading posts and stories and like pictures of the restaurant or food and whatnot.
Almost like a behind the scenes, isn't it? Yeah.
And then, like, people who follow the Farmhouse, they follow me. Most of them do anyway. Yeah. But I don't know, because then like, even sometimes, you know, when they can't get a booking, they'll message me expecting me to get. I'm like, where do you want me to get a seat from? But if you come down, I'll look after you. I'll try my best for you. But the thing is, I only use social media as a tool for business. It's like, if it helps you reach out further out, because we've never advertised in like since we've been here. We've never like put ads out, or we've never paid anyone to do any marketing.
Nothing, it's just all natural, organic growth.
Everything that we built here is word of mouth.
Yeah.
So people have come to us and been happy. Then they've gone back and told their friends, and their friends have come back, and like it's just grew like that. But then again, it can work in a bad, like that can happen in a bad way. So if you upset one person, they can go back and tell 10 other people. 10 other people say, yo, so-and-so never had a good experience. And then that can spread as well. So, alhamdulillah, it's been spreading in a good way.
Alhamdulillah.
It's good.
The last question, you lot know how I like to end the podcast. What does success mean to you?
What does success mean?
Yeah.
Success is
to
not...
you.
To me?
Yeah.
For me, success is not... You know, some people might think, it's being wealthy or being filthy rich and stuff. So that's not success. Success is doing something you're happy with, like achieving, like setting a goal and being able to achieve it. If you can set a goal and achieve it, you've succeeded. And like strive for more, be in a position where you can, like, I don't know, be more ambitious and stuff like that. But that's what success is to me. It's not necessarily like being rich or whatever, but them things come along with it after. But the main part of success is if you set yourself a goal and you work up and achieve it, and you've put efforts in and stuff like that, and your efforts have been paid off and you've been rewarded, then you're successful.
Would you say you're successful now, or do you think you still got so much more to that you want to do and accomplish?
In a way, I'd say I am successful, because goals that I've set have been conquered and been done and achieved. But I don't stop setting goals. So I've already set my next goals, which is the Shisha Lounge and stuff. Once that's done, that's another tick list, that's success. Then after that, I don't know what else I'll get into, but I'll always set myself a goal, because if you ain't got a goal in life, then you're lost. Then you ain't got a plan to work to. You'll wake up in the morning and think, what shall I do today? You need to have something to work to all the time.
100%, yeah. It's just like when people set, like, for example, they might have a dream car of a Lamborghini or Ferrari, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But then they've got no plan.
It's good to have that ambition.
It's good to have the ambition, but then some people have no plan behind it.
How to do it.
Yeah. That's what I mean,
Yeah, so now if your end goal is Ferrari, how to get to Ferrari, I need to do this, then that's going to make me enough money to get to that. That's how, like, you can't just say, I'm going to go get a Ferrari, but if you miss all this, all you're going to do is drive to the showroom and look at the Ferrari. You're not going to be able to take that car out the showroom.
You're not even be able to test drive it.
You're just going to drive there and look at it and then come back.
The last question I was going to ask for you is, not really a question, but what would you advise to people trying to make it, whether they're young, people around your age, what would you advise to people trying to...
All I can say is, look, I'm exactly the same as you guys. Like, there's no difference between me and them. What is the difference? There's nothing. Like, we all started off at the same place, and you just got to have that, like, confidence in you to know that you're going to be able to do something and push for more, and always put your full effort in, and don't let anyone bring you down, because there's a lot of people who will try to bring you down along the way. You just got to focus on your goals, put them to a side. I'm not saying go and shout at them or swear at them or get into a confrontation with them. Just forget them, put them to a side, because they're just there to disturb you. Put them to a side and focus straight ahead, like tunnel vision on your goal, and that's it. And work with people who are going to help you achieve that. Like, there's so many people out there who are good for you, and so many people who are bad for you. Keep away from the bad people who are going to bring you down and going to be obstacles, who are going to, like, pull you back all the time. And that's it, really. Keep real people around you who are going to support you and elevate you all the time.
Uplift you, basically. On that note, I think we're going to end the podcast there. So make sure you follow CEOCAST, and make sure, most importantly, make sure you come down to the Farmhouse. What's the exact address?
215 Beechwood Avenue,
Coventry,
Earlsden.
Yeah.
But just go onto the Farmhouse.
Yeah, go to the Instagram. There you go. Get a booking, all that stuff. Make sure you come down here. Like I said, get your food on the favourite section. You won't go wrong with it. Follow Vic, follow Waqas. Same person. Go, what's your socials?
What's my Insta's?
Insta's
WMVic.
WMVic, yeah. So I'm going to put that here right now anyway. WMVic, follow Raheem K, follow CEOCAST. Also, if you like the shirt that I'm wearing, follow at Rose Noir Official.
He's got to get me a shirt like that.
There we go. Vic's getting a shirt as well.
Do a bit of modelling.
Owner's right here. Better sort it out. Anyway, I'll catch you lot on the next episode of CEOCAST. Yeah, what was that saying?
Yeah, good.
Good, yeah?
Yeah. To be honest, it felt natural. And
that's what I'm saying. It feels
I was thinking, shit, man's going to be asking me bare questions. I don't know what to say to him. But you know, when you're having a conversation back, then it's like I'm talking to one of my mates.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I try to go for. Because a lot of people do get intimidated by the cameras.